Today's briefing covers an actively exploited VPN flaw, tampered scripts that backdoor WordPress sites, a weekly snapshot of recurring weak points, and a regional scam wave abusing fake Facebook offers. Here's what changed, why it matters, and what you can do now. Before we dive in, a quick frame for the week's trends. Active exploitation continues to outpace slow patch cycles. Third-party dependencies are amplifying downstream risk, and ongoing security and policy conversations around AI are reshaping how organizations think about governance and attack surface. Across all of it, patch discipline and dependency hygiene are the common denominators. First, Palo Alto warns of active exploitation of a PANOS GlobalProtect VPN flaw. The company reports unknown threat actors are leveraging CVE-2026-0257, a CVSS 7.8 authentication bypass in the portal and gateway components to gain unauthorized access to GlobalProtect portals. The key fact is that exploitation is not theoretical. It's happening, and it targets a perimeter service many organizations rely on for remote access. This matters because authentication bypass at the edge can neutralize your access controls, providing a direct path for initial access and potential lateral movement. For defenders, prioritize scoping exposure of GlobalProtect portals, pull and review authentication and admin logs for anomalies, investigate for unauthorized configuration changes or unexpected users, and implement any vendor-provided mitigations or updates. If you find signs of access, rotate relevant credentials and certificates, and tighten external access with network restrictions while you investigate. Next, popular WordPress plugin scripts were tampered with to plant hidden backdoors on sites. Trusted JavaScript used by sites running PushEngage, OptinMonster, and TrustPulse was altered so that when a logged-in administrator loaded the file, the code silently created a new admin account and installed a concealed plugin to maintain access. Regular visitors did not trigger the payload. The key facts are the abuse of legitimate, trusted scripts and the privilege-aware trigger condition that targeted only admins, minimizing noise while establishing persistence. This matters because it's a supply chain-style compromise at the application layer. A third-party script running in an elevated browser context can result in full site takeover. For defenders, audit admin accounts for unknown additions, review installed plugins and recently modified files for anything unfamiliar, and rotate admin credentials and session tokens. Reduce blast radius by limiting third-party scripts in admin pages. Enforce strict content security policy and sub-resource integrity where feasible. Pin versions to known good builds, and monitor vendor advisories for update guidance. Our weekly recap underlines a familiar pattern: a Chrome zero-day, Unify exploits, macOS stealers, a VPN flaw, and more. But the through line is operational. Old tools left exposed, abandoned packages getting abused, and deprecated features still running in production created avoidable openings. Phishing kits are easier to rent, and AI-flavored names continue to serve as effective lures. The key takeaway is not any single headline, but the repetition of the same root causes: lingering technical debt, weak asset lifecycle management, and social engineering that evolves faster than user awareness. This matters because governance, hygiene, and deprecation discipline are now as critical as patching, especially as regulatory and policy expectations increase around software supply chain and AI-related risk. For defenders, double down on asset inventories, remove or isolate deprecated services and login paths, and enforce least privilege access. Review software bill of materials for abandoned dependencies and build a playbook for rapid feature deprecation. Refresh phishing training with current themes, including AI-branded lures, and test incident response against low-signal initial access paths. Finally, Sniper DZ scams are targeting users across the Middle East and North Africa using fake Facebook accounts and deceptive browser alerts. Impersonations of politicians, public figures, and trusted organizations promoted offers such as free mobile internet, financial compensation, and government subsidy programs. The core facts are broad impersonation, localized social engineering, and the use of common web prompts to drive engagement and trust. This matters because regionalized scams can bypass generic awareness training, put personal and organizational accounts at risk, and erode trust in official communications channels. For defenders, brief regional teams and public-facing staff on these themes, verify high-impact offers through secondary channels before sharing, and lock down page administration with strong authentication and minimal roles. Monitor for impersonation of your brand, establish a process to report and take down fraudulent accounts, and remind users to treat unexpected browser alerts and pop-ups as untrusted until verified. Across all 4 stories, the operational constants are clear. Prioritize quickly exploitable perimeter flaws, harden dependencies you don't directly control, retire what you don't need, and prepare people for targeted social lures. If this briefing helped you focus your next steps, subscribe, share it with your team, and turn on notifications. Stay safe, patch early, and I'll see you in the next update.